Alright, welcome back to One Brain Ops and welcome back to Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. It is time to play Chapter 3 of Part 1. So, let's get to it. A faint light. Glaive Prison. Yes, you may remember from the last time that Micaiah and Laura got captured at the end. So, this is where they are now. Well, Micaiah, your ruse there of, going on your own and getting captured, I mean, that will have ensured that the others escaped. So, I don't know what you're worried about. Laura is extremely naive. She doesn't get a whole lot of character development, but she's pretty naive. And this is a familiar face if you've played Path of Radiance. So far, Soth has been the only character in this game who was in Path of Radiance. Well, now we've got our second one. And by the way, I think her name is pronounced Amy. I'm gonna be saying it as Amy. I'm pretty sure that is a valid spelling of the name Amy. And I know also that there is a character in this game whose name is Amy, spelled A-M-Y, but I can't help it. I'm gonna be calling her Amy, so you're just gonna have to deal with it if you don't like that. Ah, her snoozing friend Ileana, another person we know from Path of Radiance. There's Ileana. Ileana's going to be important in this playthrough. And who are you, mystery person? So, you might know who this is if you played Path of Radiance. I'm not going to give it away. This person only appeared very briefly in Path of Radiance, so if you played that game and you're not getting it, don't worry about it. It'll be revealed later. Oh, that's interesting. So apparently Amy does not know this person, but that's okay. An infusion of Olivigrass. So Olivigrass is new to this game. It was not in Path of Radiance, but we'll talk more about how that works a little bit later. It's relevant to Lagoo's characters. It's essentially an item that helps manipulate their transform gauge, so we'll talk about it when it becomes relevant, but it's kind of cool that they're mentioning it here, that he's using Olivigrass as a medicine. It's funny that Amy has never heard of it, because pretty soon she's going to have a lot of it. Amy, by the way, if you didn't play Path of Radiance, Amy is one of the merchants who ran the shop in Path of Radiance. So that's a hint that we might be getting access to the shop pretty soon. Yeah, and Micaiah's ability to sense people's thoughts certainly comes in handy. She can tell that the mysterious stranger is trustworthy, apparently. Mysterious stranger still doesn't have a name. Oh, there's Soth. And Yune's there, apparently. Soth recognizes Amy. Yep, they crossed paths during the war because Amy and her merchants were traveling with Ike, and Soth, of course, served under Ike. Yeah, his name is Kurth. He gets a name. I'm going to have to be very careful to call him Kurth throughout this chapter. And if you know this character's identity, you probably know why. I'm gonna try really hard not to give away who this is in case you haven't figured it out. If you're wondering, don't bother looking it up. It's not worth spoiling it for yourself. It's gonna be really hard for me to not call him by his other name. Oh, there's the rest of the Dawn Brigade. How'd they get in? Soldier let him in the back way. Interesting. If you're here to save Laura, follow me. Okay, that's actually a big hint for something in this chapter, and I'll explain when we get to it. Oh, Laura doesn't seem to know who that soldier is, though. Also, where is Laura? Her map model isn't there, and neither is Amy or Kurth or Ileana. How hard would it have been to have them also standing there? Come on. I'm kidding, of course. I don't mean to criticize the game. That's actually quite a lot of enemies and a lot of armors over on that left side of the map. Oh, now they're there. There's Laura, Ileana, Amy, and Kurth standing there, and now they're like in battle formation. Oh, so Soth managed to steal back all of Micaiah and Laura's items. And apparently he stole another tome that Ileana can use. If you did a data transfer from Path of Radiance, there's a little bit of extra dialogue there before Amy says this line where Soth and Ileana have a bit of a conversation, because obviously they knew each other in Path of Radiance, both serving under Ike. Basically, it's revealed that Soth doesn't know the difference between a light tome and a thunder tome, and Micaiah just kind of goes, "Oh, Soth," and, you know, he's such an idiot. It's kind of funny. I wish they had that in all versions, but it's a little bit of a bonus for if you've done a data transfer. There's a couple moments like that throughout the game. And straight into the battle. So, okay, normally this is where I would cut and do a practice run, but I'm going to do something else first. In the last map, I completely forgot to talk about Laura, so I'm just going to do that here. You know, I didn't realize until I was editing the last video that I'd just completely forgotten to talk about her. So I could have, you know, recorded something and edited it in, but I figured it's better to just do it here because that's the level of professionalism that you've all come to expect from One Brain Ops. So, Laura is our first staff user, our first healer. She comes with a heal staff, of course, already, as you can see, it got some use in that last chapter. So, pretty straightforward. If she's standing next to someone, she can use heal on them. It will heal 10 HP plus Laura's magic stat, which at this point is 8. Laura is a level 1 priest, so she's the lowest possible level healer that you can get. And the annoying thing with that is that she can really only gain XP through healing. And it's a fixed rate. No matter how much damage you're healing with her, she just gets the same amount of XP. I believe it's 11 each time she heals. So that's pretty annoying. it takes a very long time to get her up to level 20 so she can class change. Once she promotes, she'll be able to use light magic, so then she has a little bit more utility. She can fight things, she can get kills, and she can level up a lot faster, but it takes a long time to get there. As you can see right now, she can only use stabs as her weapon type. So normally what I do with Laura is I just try to get her up to level 10, because once you get to level 10, she'll be able to use a Master Seal and promote without having to, go through the other 10 levels. That gives her a little bit more utility, and that's probably what I'll do in this playthrough. Honestly, even with that, I'll still probably have to give her several levels of bonus XP just to get her up to 10 to be able to use the Master Seal, so yeah, I just find it annoying that she's at such a low starting level. Some of the other characters that joined, like I think Nolan when he joined was already level 9, it's just, it'd be nice if they gave her a little bit more of a head start. The other thing I should mention about stabs here, because this is different from how it was handled in Path of Radiance, is that stabs are actually equipable in this game. So you see Laura has that heal staff equipped. So this isn't going to be hugely relevant yet, but as I mentioned, once Laura class changes, she'll be able to use magic. If you heal someone with a staff, or you use another staff for any reason, that will be your equipped item, and so you'll counterattack with the staff rather than with magic or whatever your other weapon is. So the staff itself, you can see, it actually has its own weight and range. It doesn't have a might stat, but staff users will actually counter at close range with their staves. They'll just whack it, and it uses their strength stat. So Laura having only a strength of 3, she's not going to be able to do any damage to anything, counterattacking with stabs. But later in the game, we'll definitely make use of staff counters. The main reason that staff counters are useful, other than for just, killing things with stabs for the lulz, basically, is that they actually do increase your weapon rank. So I haven't talked a ton about this, but you can see next to the staffs there's that little kind of progress bar in green, and she's only a D rank in stabs. When that progress bar gets full, it'll level up to C, and you get a little bit of experience every time you use the weapon. So normally that would be through healing people, and that's what she primarily does, but if I were to let her get attacked and she can counterattack with a staff, that also grants weapon experience. So you can actually get your staff users up to their max weapon level with stabs pretty quickly by having them do staff counters. You can just kind of, if they're durable enough, you can stick them in a choke point and just have them, force enemies to attack them so that they'll counter with the staff. And I'll definitely make use of that later on in the game to level up some stabs for some of my other characters. As far as Laura's usefulness to me in this specific playthrough, she's not going to be super useful because, as I mentioned, with my self-imposed challenge of trying to use all the SS weapon types, I'm going to be training a lot of mages. And once the mages get into 3rd tier, they'll all be able to use stabs as well. So they'll just be better options for healing in endgame, and I'm not going to need to bring a dedicated healer on this run. Even if I were, Laura would not be my first choice of healer by a long shot. There are many that I prefer to her, and it's mainly just because she has such a low starting level, and it's so hard to get her to have decent stats by endgame. Her availability is also not great because she's stuck with the Dawn Brigade, and their availability in Part 3 is going to be pretty limited. I like Laura as a character. I wish she got a little more development, but ultimately I'm not going to really be using her. So, okay. All of that now said, Laura's kind of bio, not that I'm really doing formal character bios, but I've talked about how she works, and while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and cover Ileana as well, so that I don't forget to do that. Now, as I mentioned, Ileana is a really important character to this playthrough. Reason being, she uses thunder magic. She is the only playable character in the game who can reach an SS in thunder. Therefore, she's the only character who's going to be able to wield the SS Thunder Tome, and therefore, with my self-imposed challenges, I have to bring her to endgame. So, I will be bringing her to endgame. The other thing I'll mention here right away, so Ileana is a Thunder Mage to start with here, so she is in first tier. She's one of, I believe, only 2 characters who were in Path of Radiance and join as a first tier unit in Radiant Dawn. The other one will be meeting in a couple of chapters. And Ileana, as a result, can only use Thunder Magic here to start. Once she hits second tier, she will be able to use Fire and Wind Magic at that point. And then once she hits third tier, she'll also be able to use Staves. So, for the most part, she really only needs Thunder Magic. Magic in general is not good in this game, and Thunder Magic, the advantage that it has over Fire and Wind is just that it has a higher crit rate, but it's also heavier and has a lower accuracy, so she'll probably use Fire and Wind a bit too, but I mainly want to just prioritize getting her Thunder rank up, and then obviously her Staff rank when she's able to use Staffs. She does start out with both Thunder and El Thunder Tomes, which you can see, oh yeah, whopping 3 might for Thunder and 5 for El Thunder. They are not very powerful. And you also notice under Effect up at the top that there's the Dragon effect there. Thunder Magic does bonus damage against Dragon types in this game, so we'll talk about that more as it becomes relevant. And that's pretty much all I have to say for about Ileana for now. Like I said, I will be training her, so we're going to get quite a lot of use out of her here. Oh, one other thing I need to mention with her. So, normally when I play through this game, and this is again why my self-imposed challenge is legitimately a challenge here, I normally don't train Ileana at all. The reason being that Ileana actually leaves the Dawn Brigade after Part 1. So every character that we get here in Part 1 is going to stay with us through the end of Part 1, but then some of them will leave and some of them will be with this party again when we get to use them again. Ileana is actually going to leave at the end of Part 1 and transfer to a different group, and as a result, if you give Ileana a lot of experience here in Part 1, it takes away experience from characters like Edward and Nolan and Leonardo, who you then have to try to make use of in Part 3, and they can sometimes be a lot weaker. So I have to kind of allocate my resources here carefully. As I mentioned earlier, I want to get Laura up to level 10 and just Master Seal her. I'm probably going to do the same for Edward because I'm not really planning on using him. And Leonardo, I don't know if I'm even going to bother. He's at level 5 now. He might hit level 10, but pretty soon he's going to be on the bench with this party, so I probably won't even bother getting him up to level 10. And I know that between him and Edward and Laura, and then one other character that's joining, I don't know if I'm going to have enough Master Seals for them all anyway. Nolan will probably level up naturally. He's already at 11, and I plan on training him long-term and bringing him to endgame too, so Nolan I'm not worried about at all. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this goes. Again, I'm not used to training Ileana, so it'll be interesting to see how those chapters in Part 3 with the Dawn Brigade go, with everybody much lower level than I'm used to. Okay, so now that I've covered all of that, I am going to go ahead and battle save here and do a practice run of the chapter, and then I will be right back and we will play the chapter. Alright, let's go ahead and get into the chapter here. So, first thing to mention is that this is an escape map, and the escape point is all the way down here. If you remember back in Chapter 1, I started to say, oh, in Radiant Dawn, in these escape chapters, it doesn't matter if your other units escape before Micaiah, your lord here, escapes. And then I said, well, actually, wait, it does sometimes matter, and it's because I remembered this chapter. Yeah, so you do get a bunch of bonus XP for every one of your units that leaves before Micaiah, and then even more for Amy and Kurth leaving before Micaiah. So, that is going to be the goal, is to get Micaiah out last. The next thing to mention about this chapter is that there's sort of two routes that you can take to the escape point from where we start. You can go this more direct path down here, which takes you through the boss. And then the other route you can take is over here. I'm sorry, I was struggling to speak there for a moment, trying to suppress a cough. In any case, the other path you can take is through this door. So the door actually has 30 endurance. You can just break it with your weapons. You can just attack it. However, this fighter here does drop a door key, which you can use once you kill him to open it, or Soth can also pick the lock. Now, all of that said, you actually don't have to go this way at all. The enemies will not try to break down or open this door. So if you just send everybody down the left path, these enemies you don't even have to deal with until you get, down here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just send everybody this way and just ignore the door. Now, next thing to mention, Amy, if you look at her stats here, is extremely fragile. 6 defense, 12 resistance. There's no mages on this map for enemies, so 6 defense is the only thing that's relevant. But that's very low defense and 25 HP. She can't take much, and she will die if attacked. Also, her speed's 12, which is actually decent compared to some of these enemies. Kurth, on the other hand, 15 defense, a whopping 55 HP. Class is Pilgrim. Interesting. Race Bjork. Interesting. Yeah, all of our units are Bjork up to this point, but Kurth. Anyway, so yeah, Kurth is actually pretty tough here with high defense and 15 defense. That's 1.5 times Nolan. It's even higher than Soth right now. So he can actually take quite a few hits, and with that HP, he can certainly endure them. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use Kurth a little bit as a meat shield. And we're going to position him to hold one of these choke points. Now, what you can do is you can direct them with Micaiah. So you see she has this direct menu. This is for the yellow units, and this is our first time working with yellow units here. Order will tell any unmoved blue units where to go. Direct will tell the yellow units where to go on their turn. So you can have them roam, where they'll just kind of do their own thing. Halt, they stay where they are. Target, you can set where they go to. And then avoid will have them avoid enemies. So the problem is that if I just tell them to target a specific square, Amy always moves first. So she'll go to it, and then Kurth will follow behind her. The problem is, if I want to use Kurth as a meat shield, I have to prevent Amy from moving. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and rescue her with Soth. Okay, and now I'm going to have Kurth set up my roadblock. We're going to have him just go right here, and he's going to stand between those two trees, and he's going to just hold that choke point for us. Now, as for this fighter, he's the only enemy here on this side of the map, aside from the ones behind the door, so we need to deal with him. His attack is 22, and you notice because he's weighed down by his steel axe, his attack speed is only 5, so most of our characters will double him rather easily. I'm actually going to have Ileana go tank this hit. And we're going to just have Thunder equipped, because, yes, she could potentially take a lot of damage here. Her defense is 3, and his attack is 22, so she could get nearly killed by one shot, but she'll kill him on the counter attack, because she'll double. And as long as nothing else can hit her, she'll be fine. I can just heal her on the next turn if need be. Now, I need 2 other choke points held, and I've already used Soth's action, so it's going to have to be Edward and Nolan. Edward can only reach this 1 point. And Nolan can reach here. But I'm going to actually go ahead and have Leonardo shoot this guy first. Or actually, do I want Micaiah to... Oh, Micaiah can't reach. Okay. We're going to have Leonardo do that. Alright, and then Nolan will come finish that guy off if he can hit an 82. Yes. Who needs weapon triangle? Alright, so that should be fine then for turn 1, and this axe user will definitely go after Kurth when he moves here. So now it's just a matter of getting Micaiah and Laura just kind of close, but not in range of any enemies. Yep, good dodge there, Kurth. Ileana did take a hit, but that's fine. Oh, and I guess I didn't mention there, well, okay, I forgot about it, and I'll explain, well, I'll just explain when it's my turn again and I can show this. But yeah, there's a reason Ileana is left with 4 HP and not 3. So it's actually that she's standing in a thicket, which you can see up in the top left there. It gives plus 10 avoid and plus 1 defense. I forgot about that plus 1 defense, so that's actually why she has 4 HP left and not 3. Okay, now Ileana, I'm going to come around. Let's take out this guy. Yeah, and that's no, that's just enough. So let's go ahead and do that. Good. I like that I'm just feeding Ileana some kills early here. And then, almost forgot. Ooh, look who joined the map. Aaron, an enemy who's not a generic soldier and has his own unique portrait. That usually means something. And in this case, it means that Aaron is recruitable. So if you recall, before the battle, Nolan mentioned a soldier had let them in the back way and said, if you're here to save Laura, go this way. Yeah, so we need to talk to this character with Laura, and then he will join us if we do that. So, the important thing is, let's not kill him. So, the good news is he has a javelin, so he can attack at range. So as long as you have somebody who has a short-ranged weapon in his vicinity, he'll go for them, and then you won't have to worry about accidentally killing him. Okay. This armored unit, we're going to go ahead and take you out with Thani, the tactical horse and armor neutralizing incantation. Alright. Okay, and then this soldier with the javelin doesn't move typically. I don't know why. It's very weird. So we don't actually have to worry about his movement range that much. It's really just these 3. And these 2 do not have ranged weapons. So one of them can reach Edward, and I'm fine with Edward taking 1 attack. Aaron cannot reach him where he is, and this one cannot reach him where he is. So we're going to leave Edward in place. The interesting thing is that if he takes a hit from the Steel Lance, and I know this from my practice run, that's 21 attack with his 6 defense. That hit of 15 will actually put him in wrath range. So on my practice run, I thought he's going to get killed because he got into wrath and then he criticaled and killed the soldier. And of course I thought, well, now this one with the javelin is going to come kill him, but the javelin didn't end up moving. So we're going to go ahead and go with that plan. We're going to leave Edward where he is. And I kind of don't want anyone else to move right now. Aaron, I'm okay with him coming up and throwing a javelin at Nolan. That's perfectly fine. And I want this other soldier to go attack Nolan, so I'm not going to move anybody else into range. I guess if I take this range... Yeah, we can actually move... we can move Kurth up one... Whoop, I can't click right now. We can move Kurth up one space. And then, because nobody over here on the front lines took damage, I can go ahead and heal Ileana. So that's nice. Okay, and then we're just going to bring Soth over a little bit closer as well. And I don't want to drop Amy yet because I don't want her running out into range of enemies. Okay, and then we'll just leave Edward, Leonardo, and Nolan where they are for this turn. Oh, I should also mention the bonus XP for this chapter for turn bonus. Yep, see there's Wrath. And yep, he did crit him again. Okay. Oh, leveled up his sword rank. Okay, and Aaron did throw a javelin at Nolan. Okay, and yeah, the reason I stopped talking is I was just a little worried that this javelin user was going to move this time and go kill Edward. Yeah, what I was starting to say is that the turn requirement for max bonus XP for this chapter is 10. I don't know if we're going to be able to get everybody out in 10 turns. This one is a little bit tight for doing that. Because you have to break through a lot of enemies over here, and you don't have a ton of tanky units who can do it unless you're willing to just let Soth soak up a ton of XP, which I don't want to do. But the half-turn bonus is 15. We'll definitely be able to get out in 15, and the difference in bonus XP for getting everybody out of here more than makes up for losing the turn bonus, so that's perfectly fine. And oh good, Laura can just just reach Aaron here and talk to him. So let's go ahead and... Ooh, you know, I kind of want to get her to heal either Edward or Nolan as well. So I might want to move one of them here and have her heal after she talks to Aaron. Or, oh, if I kill this soldier, she can come stand here and then heal Nolan, and then Nolan can still move and attack something. Let's do it that way. Okay, can you finish him? No. Micaiah could... oh, she did level up. Did she gain magic on that level up? Yes, she did. Okay. That's another critical thing, and I'll explain this when we get to the boss later. But I definitely wanted her to gain magic on that last level. And since she did, you know what, let's have Ileana pick up this kill, because she's not going to be in range to attack anybody else. And she's one of the units I'm focusing on here. So let's have Ileana pick up this kill. Good. Alright, and then let's have Laura talk to Aaron. So that's Aaron. We've got him recruited, and then I'll go ahead and heal Nolan and then talk about Aaron here. So, first of all, everyone pronounces his name Aaron. Now, Aaron happens to be my brother's middle name, and it's spelled A-A-R-O-N, and A-R-A-N is not a valid spelling of the name Aaron. I'm pretty sure his name is Aran, but everybody pronounces it Aaron, and I've heard it that way so many times now that I'm probably going to call him Aaron most of the time. So, Aaron. So he starts out as level 7, and he is a bit under-leveled here. He needs a bit of babying early on to get him some XP and levels. But if you work on him and level him up, he's a very capable unit. I actually really like him a lot. I'm not planning on bringing him on my endgame team in this run, but he's going to be very useful for us. So definitely, and I alluded to this before the chapter, he's the other unit I was talking about, definitely wanting to at least get to level 10 and use a Master Seal on so I can get him into second tier in Part 3. And I'd like to honestly give him some more levels if I can. I don't know if that's going to be possible with how I'm going to be feeding Ileana kills, though. Now, in Part 3, he's going to be very useful because he basically has growths that are very much like a general rather than a soldier. He has very high defense growth, pretty low speed, but he does well defensively, and he can hold a choke point against some very strong enemies if he gets some level ups. So we're going to be training Aaron throughout Part 1. We're going to get some good use out of him in this game. Yeah, we will be using him. Alright, now, the other thing here that I'll point out at this point is that over on this side of the map, I kind of said we're going to be ignoring this, but we do have to deal with some enemies, and the cool thing is, if you look at this archer's range, he can actually hit those thickets on the other side of this wall, because there are gaps in the wall. So, we can actually fight these enemies through the wall with ranged weapons and take them out before we end up coming around here. So now is the time where we're going to start doing that. I'm going to go ahead and put Edward over here, equip that Wind Edge, and then heal him up. And Myrmidon standing in a thicket is going to have a pretty high avoid rate. Edward's going to do well against these enemies attacking him from range. Right now it's going to be one of these archers that comes to fight him, not this axe user. He's too far away, but that's okay. And then we're going to bring some of our other ranged units over there too. Now, as for this soldier, if I remember correctly from my practice run, yeah, Aaron can do 8. And Nolan does 16, which is just short. Okay, so we can't quite take him out in one turn. And the other thing that I want to be careful of is we're going to have to deal with Guster here, the boss. Some people will know why I refer to him as Guster. In any case, we're going to lure him. He does actually move. He doesn't follow the Goldoa School of Boss strategy. And we need to make sure that we steal that Discipline scroll that he's carrying with Soth. Discipline's a really valuable skill. I want to make sure I don't miss that. So, we need to lure him in, steal Discipline, and then kill him. Now, because Micaiah gained magic, she'll be able to one-shot him with Thani, because he is a mounted unit. And I'll explain how that works in once we get to that point. So, what I want to do is I want to position Soth right here at the edge of his range. But I'm not ready to do that just yet because we've still got this guy alive. Well, you know, actually... Okay, this archer could reach. Okay, the problem is I don't want the archer to run in and take up the only square where the boss can attack him from. Because the boss can only reach this square right in front of the hand axe knight here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have... Yeah, okay, so this square adjacent to where Aaron is. I'm going to have Nolan come up here with a hand axe. We're just going to throw that hand axe. And, okay, 7 and 7 is 14. And then, okay, what's your attack? 18. Your attack is 22, so you would do a total of 11. So 14 and 11. Yeah, Nolan would survive all 3 hits if he gets unlucky here. So we're going to just let Nolan do this. Okay, and we're, again, taking advantage of the fact that this soldier doesn't move here, so we don't have to worry about his range. Also, these two armor units don't move either, so they will stay where they are. And we only need to account for the ranges of these guys back here, and they get slowed down by the thickets. So, we're just going to have everybody stay out of the range, and I'm going to go ahead... I discovered something interesting earlier as well. Yeah, I don't want to sacrifice here. I discovered that Soth actually can't steal while he's holding somebody here, while he has someone rescued. I didn't think of that going in. My strategy was to have him hold Amy throughout the entire chapter, but I can't steal the boss's discipline if I do that. So rescuing someone incurs, as you can see there, a skill and speed penalty. It cuts them in half. And that's not a problem for Soth here, because his speed is so much higher than all the enemies that even with half his speed, he's not getting doubled by anything on this map. So it's interesting that you can't steal while rescuing someone, though. I didn't know that that was going to be a thing before. But now that I know that, from having done a practice run of this chapter, I'm going to go ahead and actually drop Amy now. And I'm going to go ahead and drop her right here. And then I'm actually going to move Micaiah up and set the target to where Amy is. So Amy won't move, and then Kurth will just come up and stand next to her. Oh, and also, I'll mention here as well, with the direct in this game, in Path of Radiance you couldn't do this, but you can actually do it after Micaiah has moved, which is really nice. I can still order and direct and access those menus after she's moved. So, alright, we're going to bring Aaron... Where do I want him? Okay, we'll bring Leonardo up here. And then Aaron, I have a feeling you're not going to be able to do much against the enemies that come up here, so we're just going to have you... Well, okay, we'll have you on standby. You can kind of go in either direction. I might have him go fight through the wall where Edward is, or I might have him fight the enemies who come and charge us, so we'll see. Good dodge, Edward. Okay, and he'll be able to pick up that kill next turn. Okay, and this happened in my practice run too, and I don't understand it. I don't know why that archer ran up into range where he could attack Nolan and then didn't attack. I don't know what that's about. But anyway, now we can go ahead and provoke Guster. Because everybody else back here can't reach this specific tile here, but the boss can. So we're going to have Soth draw him in. Oh, you know, actually, let me just check. Can I save myself a turn? Micaiah... Okay, she doesn't get any defense bonus from Soth. But her defense is 3. What is the boss's attack? 19. His speed is 13. Yeah, he doesn't... Oh, he does double her. Okay, never mind. Yeah, speed 13 is 4 more than 9, so... Okay, never mind. I can't let Micaiah bait the boss, because she will get doubled and killed. Oh, although... Okay, wait a minute, though. If she kills him on the counterattack, she won't get doubled. Ooh, hang on. So wait, his attack was 19? Yeah, 9... Oh, wait a minute. I can't have her kill him on the counterattack, because then I can't steal the discipline. Never mind, that was stupid. Alright, I do have to bait him with Soth. See, this is why we do the math. Alright. So... Okay. Alright, what I'm going to do over here is I'm actually going to bring Edward down to this thicket, and he's going to try to draw in either that fighter or the other archer. And then the question is, do I want Leonardo or Aaron to finish off this guy? Which of you has better defense? Probably Aaron. Yeah, by a lot. Okay, the thing is, though, that Leonardo... Well, I guess he could fight this guy. He has better attack, 14 versus... Yeah, Aaron's better in both regards. Okay, but you know what? I'm going to have Leonardo go and take this guy out. Okay, and I'm hoping that that other archer will come attack him, and then the fighter will attack Edward. If the fighter... or if the archer moves first, though, he might decide to go for Edward, which would be annoying. In any case, though, the reason for that is that I can attack this guy with Aaron without counterattacks. So, okay, you do 10. Yeah, I could set up a kill for Aaron that way. Can Ileana set up a kill for him? Ooh, she sure could. Okay, Ileana, please don't critical. There you go. Normally you're not rooting against your units getting a crit, but in this case I wanted to set up the kill for Aaron. In my practice run, I had Edward do the same thing, and he also had a 5% crit rate. And I said, okay, Edward, please don't crit, and of course he crit and killed it. Okay, so that's a kill for Aaron. Good. Alright. And now... Soth will stand right here in range of the boss. Micaiah will go... Micaiah will go next to Soth. And then Laura will go ahead and heal Nolan again. And then we're going to direct them to get a little bit closer. And Nolan's going to stay right where he is and be ready to run in. Because we're probably going to need him to go fight that Javelin armored unit. Okay, let's see if anybody dies. What is that noise that you made, Guster? Yeah. Yeah, you probably had a pretty low hit rate there. Okay, good. You went for Leonardo. That's what I wanted you to do. And yeah, I was hoping Leonardo would dodge that, but it's alright. Yeah, and that is not Wrath range for Edward, annoyingly. Because Wrath, he probably could have crit him and killed him, and then, well. Okay, you got speed and skill. Okay, decent. Alright, so I'm gonna have to deal with these guys. I'm gonna take care of the boss first, though. So first order of business, can't forget to steal that discipline scroll. And I'll explain what discipline does and how all that works when we have a chance to use it, which will be coming up pretty soon here. And then, yeah, don't attack with light, but attack with Thani. So, yeah, Thani does 29 damage, which is exactly enough, which is why I was so glad Micaiah gained magic earlier on her level up. So, I didn't explain this when we fought the last boss of the last chapter, how effectiveness bonus works in this game. So, you can see the effectiveness there. With Thani equipped, it shows the horse, and then the shield there is meant to be armored units it has an effect on. What effectiveness bonus does is it triples the weapon's might. So in this case, Thani has a might of 8, so with effectiveness bonus it does 24 against the mounted and armored units. That then added to Micaiah's magic, which is 10 there, is 34. Which, once you subtract out the boss's resistance there of 7, is exactly 29. So, yeah, Micaiah, at the start of the chapter, would have been 1 HP off of killing the boss, and I would have needed to weaken him first. So, thankfully, though, Micaiah can one-shot him. So let's go ahead and do that now. And yeah, 100 hit rate because she's in support range of Soth, so I don't even have to worry about her missing. Alright, so that took care of the boss, and yeah, Micaiah didn't quite level up out of that, but that's okay. She'll probably level up before the end of the chapter here. I'll try to give her one more kill at least. Okay, so now with where she is behind Soth, I did strategically put her there and not next to Soth so that she's out of range of this soldier and Myrmidon back here. Now, I wonder, can Ileana... Oh, not quite. Can she take out the other one? No, not quite. Okay, so... Okay. And she can't get to either of these squares to be able to attack through the wall. That's irritating. Okay, so... How do I want to handle this? Okay, Nolan would take 11 and 7. Okay, so 18, and then if he gets hit by another 7... 25. He would definitely take 5 from one of those two. So, okay, Nolan can't actually just stand here and be completely safe. I mean, he probably would dodge at least one of these, being in a thicket and working with weapon triangle against this lance one, only a hit rate of 48. So he'd probably be okay, but I'm not going to put him in danger like that if I don't have to. Okay. So what other options do I have then? Okay, Aaron, what is your hit rates against these guys? And how much damage do you do? Okay, you actually have a 91 hit rate against that one, 81 against that one, if you're at close range. What about with the javelin? You also... only 71 with the javelin, interesting. Because I'd like you to be able to counterattack, but apparently that's not going to work for you. Okay, they have the same might. Okay, so you can do 4 damage there. So, what did Ileana do again? 24. Okay, so actually, yeah, Ileana could set up another kill for Aaron. Let's go for that, and then I can place Nolan in front of the hand axe one. See, I was thinking I would have Nolan fight the javelin one. The problem is Aaron has a lower hit rate against this one with it being an axe and going against weapon triangle, so I'm not as certain of being able to kill it. But yeah, Nolan would be okay here, and if he's got Aaron next to him, it limits how many things can attack him, because Nolan's taking up that space. So, okay, we're gonna do this. And I'm okay with Ileana taking a hit here, because she'll survive it. Yep. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to heal her this turn, because I really kind of want to heal Leonardo, but... actually, yeah, let's take you out. Good. Oh, and, you know, the one thing I didn't think about is that, that hand axe is probably going to go after Aaron, and then one of these two is going to come attack him. What's your attack? 20? So you would do only 9. And your attack is 17, and you're going against weapon triangle, so you probably wouldn't do much anyway. Yeah, you probably have a low hit rate. And then, okay, you though, 22. Plus 1 for weapon triangle, minus 11. Okay, so yeah, 23 minus 11 is going to be 12 damage. So he takes 12 from you, and then... Okay. Yeah, he would still survive both of those attacks. Okay, so yeah, I'm okay here. Yeah, sometimes Fire Emblem can be very math-intensive. Okay, so now... Okay, gonna do the math on this one more time. What's your attack? 21 minus 7, 14. Okay, so I definitely do need to heal you, even if I take this guy out. Oh, and I wouldn't want to risk you getting killed by that counter if you miss. Okay, so... Can Laura... Ooh, can't quite reach. That's irritating again. Okay, let's keep Leonardo and Edward both in range here. So let's go ahead and heal you. Don't use that Draco shield. I need to save that. Okay. And then, how do you do against the archer? You would kill him. Okay, but if you take 13 damage and... What was this one? 12. Yeah, that does kill you, so... I can't let you get hit by both. Crap, that's annoying. Because either way, he's gonna kill on the counter attack. Okay, Okay, let's leave him here, because I'm pretty sure this archer's gonna move first and attack Leonardo. So let's just leave him on this tile, and let's, heal up with a vulnerary rather than have Laura do it. Reason being that if the archer attacks first, he can't get to Edward. And even if this fighter attacks first, there's a very good chance that at least one of them will miss, because Edward has pretty good avoid. So, it's a bit of a gamble, but we're going to take that chance. Yep, that's to be expected. Yep, okay, and the archer does move first, so... Yeah, I was right about that. Okay. That's a level for Leonardo. That was a really good level, although you didn't gain speed and strength, which are the two most important stats for you. Oh, and of course that fighter would go and stand on a heal hedge. I hate when they do that. Alright, Era needs healing. Okay, so Leonardo, you are going to come back over and join the rest of the group, but first... Okay, we're gonna have Ileana take down this one. Well done. Okay, then I'd like to have... Oh, and this guy does have both a javelin and a steel lance. You can actually steal one of those weapons with Soth if you get him close enough, so in fact I could do that now. I could steal that steel lance if I want. Although, it is C rank, and I'm pretty sure Aaron only has a D in lances to start with, so he can't even use it. I kind of don't want to steal it unless I get a chance to steal the javelin. It just is a less useful weapon for me right now. So, alright, we're going to have Micaiah go ahead and Thani the armor unit. Okay, and she got another level up. Okay, and yeah, you do have the javelin equipped, so I can't actually, yeah, I can't risk having Aaron fight you unless he's healed first. Okay, so yeah, how do I want to handle this? I guess I could have Nolan. Yeah, your hit rate's really low is the problem, but yeah, let's just force you guys to fight Nolan for right now. Yeah, I figured. And then, yeah, it is turn 6, so we're kind of getting close to the end here, but, oh, yeah, I don't want to come up and heal Nolan. Okay. Yeah, that was a bad idea, actually. Okay, because wait a minute. What is your attack? 18 minus 1 for weapon triangle, 17. Your defense is 10, okay. Actually, oh, wait a minute. Well, if you try to move and throw a javelin, this guy could also attack. 17 plus 1 is 18. Okay. Well, okay, 18 minus 10 is 8, and then 17 minus 10 is 7. So, okay, actually, yeah, he would survive. Okay. Alright, yeah, I'm actually alright. So, okay, do I want to... Yeah, I guess what I'll do... Let's bring Leonardo over. And let's just Vulnerary again. Again, don't use the Draco Shield by accident. And let's have Edward take out this guy. Glad you dodged that, because I wouldn't want to have to run Laura over there to heal you. And then hopefully this guy will get off the heal hedge and actually go attack Edward. I have a feeling he's just going to stand there and heal, though, which is really annoying. And then I can't safely get Laura up to heal Aaron. I kind of don't want to pull Aaron back. So, yeah, they give us so many healing items. Let's just use Vulnerary. And, okay, for Laura to get XP and a level up, let's just heal Micaiah. Okay. And we'll just leave South where he is. Okay, yeah, and then there's reinforcements, obviously, from the start. Oh, I didn't mention that other effective stabs here. When you have a healing staff equipped, it actually does heal the wielder, so Laura gained an HP from her level up, and the heal staff healed it. Okay, do I want to have Edward just try to fight these guys? The archer can't reach him. Okay, back to doing math. Okay, so attack 17 minus 7 defense is 10. And then you attack 21 minus 1 for weapon triangle is 20 minus 7 defense is 13. So 13 and 10, he would get killed by that. Oh, Edward, you're just too weak at this point. Man. Okay. Okay, so that square that's diagonal from Leonardo is only accessible by the archer. So... your attack speed is 10. Ooh, Ileana doesn't actually double you. Yeah, so only this tile is only accessible by the Myrmidon. Okay, so you know what? Alright, to deal with these reinforcements, and this is gonna prevent me from getting out of here within 10 turns, but that's okay. Alright, we're gonna have Soth just deal with that Myrmidon. And I'm kind of hoping that having him here will draw this fighter off the heal hedge to go attack him. Oh, one other thing I'll mention. This is the first map in this game that has a hidden treasure. If you have a unit stand on this square, you have a chance of getting a coin. And I believe it works off of the luck stat. So, for example, like if Edward were to stand on it, he has a luck of 12. He'd have a 12% chance of picking it up. Thieves, though, have a much better chance of getting it. It's not 100%, but it's going to be a very high chance for thieves. I have seen Soth fail to pick up hidden treasures in this game, but he would be the one to go get it with. Since coins only have an effect for forged weapons, and I'm not going to be forging in this playthrough as part of my self-imposed challenge, I'm not going to bother getting the coin, or any coin. But figured I'd mention it's there. Okay, and then this archer... Okay. Speed is 10. What's Edward's speed? 15. Okay, you double it. You know what? Screw it. We're going to have you wind edge that archer. Alright, and then let's just break through here, finally. Can I actually kill him from range? Let's try for this, because this way I can try to have Ileana or Micaiah... Oop. Oh, sorry about that. I accidentally turned the volume all the way down on my headset and thought something was going horribly wrong there, but it's fine. So this way I can have Ileana or Micaiah go to where Nolan was standing and try to set up that Myrmidon for Aaron to finish. There we go. You're dead. And a level for Nolan. Oh, that was nearly a perfect level. Wow, I'm so glad that happened on the actual run and not the practice run, because that was a really good level up. I mean, the only thing he didn't gain was magic, which he doesn't need anyway. That's awesome. That is so awesome. I love Nolan. He's great. Oh, and Aaron can actually reach all the way. Okay, so doing the hand axe was kind of unnecessary, but okay. Well, okay, it's still necessary because I need Micaiah or Ileana to hit him first, and they can't reach the thicket here, so okay. Let's see. Ileana, can you do this once again? Aaron did 12, I believe? What did you do? Yeah, 12. Okay, so again, if Ileana doesn't crit, it'll work. Nice. Okay, and Aaron can then finish him off, and actually let's go ahead and run Aaron in here to finish him off. This way Micaiah can step up a bit. Okay, and then I know that these two do not move. They're guarding the escape point, so they do follow the Goldoa school of boss strategy. These guys, however, I do need to be careful of their ranges, so we'll keep them out of range. Okay, we're going to have Amy and Kurth keep moving up, and they're going to target this corner for now. I'll be moving that in the next turn. And then let's get... Well, okay, let's go ahead and heal Nolan. And then, okay, I'm going to keep an eye... Okay, they can... Oh, wow, Kurth, what is your movement? 6, and yours is... What? How is Amy not able to get up to that thicket, but Kurth is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is Kurth just not affected by the thickets for some reason? That's bizarre. Okay, anyway. I'm not going to have Leonardo step all the way up here, because that'll take away the tile from Amy, so we'll go ahead and just keep him back here. Okay, please go attack Soth. Well, I knew you would attack Soth. And Edward didn't kill him, of course. Yeah, we're definitely not getting out of here in time. Alright, so... Now, we advance in and try to take on these enemies. So, yeah, this part of the map is tricky if you use the strategy that I did of not opening this door. Come to think of it, I could probably have Soth run around and go get that door now. Maybe I could, like, draw in something. Yeah. Well, okay, he's gonna probably be about equally fast either way he goes at this point. Yeah, you know what? The hell of it. I'm not getting turn 10 anyway, so let's just have Soth go this way and open the door now. Okay, and then do I want Edward to kill that guy or somebody else? Problem is you have a vulnerary, so you're going to heal yourself. Yeah, I can't just leave you alive and risk it. Your move is 6. Your move is also 6. Yeah, Edward's experience is more important to me. Let's go ahead and kill you. Okay. And now I kind of want... Well, okay, this Myrmidon is charging us. These guys are not yet. Okay, well, again, we're not getting the 10 turns, so let's take it slow. Let's just draw him in with Aaron. And, you know, I could do the thing again of rescuing Amy and then having Kurth go ahead and be a meat shield, which is an interesting idea at this point, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Just have them target right there. And we'll leave Micaiah where she is. Okay. And now that you're, like, around half health, you're probably going to come back into the fight, aren't you? Nope. Some more reinforcements came in. Okay, and they are lance users who are too close to Edward. Okay. Darn it. Okay. Yeah, okay, you both have steel lances, so you're gonna be pretty slow, though. What is your speeds? 9 and 9. I mean, Edward would double you guys. Can that second one... Oh, they can both reach the thicket there. So your attack with the steel sword would be 19. And your defenses are both 9, so you do 20. Yeah, okay, you wouldn't actually kill. Ah, that's really frustrating. And now is the point where I could bring Soth back to deal with those guys, but I already kind of committed to this course. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and continue with this. I'm okay if this fighter goes after Soth. I can give Soth a kill or two. Okay. I'm gonna have Nolan go back and deal with these guys. Well, actually, can I get... No, I can't get anywhere where I'm just in range of that one. Alright, we're gonna have Nolan come up here. You're gonna help, and then they'll come down here. Edward can come hit one if I want to, and I've got my other units here who can help. Let's have Aaron... Okay, the problem is I really don't want Micaiah to get hit by the longbow. Your attack is 20. Okay, 20 minus 3. Okay, she would survive an attack. And the speed, yeah, it wouldn't double. So, okay, we'll have Aaron take out this one. Oh, that was a decent level. Oh, the problem is that, these guys are in range of Aaron. Oh, okay, yeah, I can't put Micaiah up here yet. Yeah, the end of this map is deceptively difficult. Okay, you know what? Your attack is 21. Minus 3. Okay, you would one-shot Micaiah. Ugh, can't put her there. Man, this is annoying. Okay. And you can also reach down here, so I can't, like, just shove you out of the way. Your defense is high enough to survive. Okay, let's do that then. Yeah, okay, let's go ahead and heal Aaron. And Leonardo, shove Laura out of range. And these two on standby. Yeah, if you couldn't tell, I don't like this chapter. This one is just annoying. And that fighter still is just gonna stand there and heal. Oh, that is irritating. And Soth is just not close enough to get to him. Alright, we're gonna bring Soth down this way, actually, so he's out of the fighter's range. Well, out of his range if he continues to stand here. Okay, so can Nolan... Well, he can't actually get around to him. Okay, we're gonna have Edward come finish this guy. And Steel Sword does just enough to get him in one hit. Perfect. Okay, because now Nolan can step up and hit this guy. And is this guy gonna... Well, he might be a coward and run into that heal hedge, and I'm kind of okay with it if he does. Good dodge, Nolan. Not that you needed to dodge that time. Okay, now... what I'd like to do is I'd like to be able to take out this soldier, have Micaiah stand where the soldier is, and Thani the armor unit, and then have Aaron choke point here. And in fact, I could shove Micaiah out of the way. So if I can take this one out with Ileana, and the longbow can't shoot around this corner with the wall being in the way. So yeah, let's take him out with Ileana. Perfect. Oh, very good level, although you didn't gain magic, but I will take it. Okay, and then good, that's enough to one-shot. Okay, and then again, we will heal Aaron. And then, I already did the math that Micaiah can survive a shot from a longbow, but she's not going to survive that and a hand axe. Although, if I put Aaron right in front of the longbow, the hand axe can't reach her. I'm just curious, how does Aaron do? Yeah, okay, he can... Again, Aaron's a defensive tank, so he's good. I'm going to go ahead and just hit this guy, and I'm going to use the javelin because I want him to counterattack the fighter if he gets attacked. And again, I'm okay with Micaiah taking that one hit. Just double check my math. 20 minus 3. Yeah, she's fine. Although, what does Leonardo do? Oh, you would get killed by the fighter. Yeah, I can't do that. Alright. Alright. Well, before I move him, let's direct. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's just put... Oh. Let's just put you guys there for now. Alright. Okay. And of course you're a coward and run to the heal hedge. Oh, good dodge, Micaiah. Ah, 2 more soldiers, of course. Oh my god. The reinforcements in this map suck. Okay. So, okay, how do I want to deal with them? How does Edward do? Yeah, fighting against Weapon Triangle with him is still not a great bet. Yeah. Okay, can Ileana double this guy and take him out? Yes. Okay, we're gonna do that. Okay. And then, who does more damage between Edward and Nolan? 16. 16, it's exactly the same. Okay. So, one of them can take out this guy, and then the question is, can Leonardo... No. It's gotta be Micaiah. Yeah, that's enough. Okay. And then, let's see. Okay, you've got 2 chances to hit 176 against that guy. No one's got... Okay, 97. Yeah, we'll take this. Okay. Now we're finally able to relax a little bit here. Okay, that was a pretty good level. Strength and speed, I'll take it. Alright. I don't think you do well against this guy, right? No. Alright. Oh, I could steal a steel axe. That's... not a bad idea. Yeah, it's gonna take me an extra turn to get out of here, but, I'm gonna go ahead and steal that steel axe. Okay. And now, again, you can only go for south, so you'll go for south. You can do 10. And you've got a perfect hit rate, so can Leonardo do 3? And with a perfect hit rate, alright. Okay, 1 enemy left, and I'm going to go ahead and now direct the NPCs here to get out of here. Oh, we're almost done. Oh good, leveled up her staff rank. Okay, Amy's gone, Kurth is gone. You will attack south. More reinforcements, which I'm not going to be able to fight, and that's just fine with me. Okay, you get closer. I mean, honestly, I can probably just leave you. Yeah, let's just bring south. Because you'll come in... Yeah, you'll come down here. I guess I can have somebody kill you, but let's just lure you closer to the escape point, actually. So, okay, let's bring South just down here. I don't care about Leonardo. You can get out of here. let's just go ahead and, again, we'll just get a little bit of XP for Micaiah and Laura here. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, she can get out if she's standing here. Okay. And I'm going to keep Aaron on the map for the moment. I might just want him to take out that fighter. Okay, and I've got a couple more turns for that half-turn bonus, so... yeah, let's do this. Okay, and that fighter decided to just not move, because he's the most annoying enemy ever. Okay. Alright, let's have Nolan... let's have Nolan bait him. And... let's have Laura heal Micaiah. Oh good, he set up a kill for somebody. Okay, and do just have to watch these guys' range. Okay. So now... okay, I just want to make sure, because it's turn 14, so whoever kills this guy still has to be able to escape on the next turn. So if I have Edward do it, what's your movement? 6? So if you're standing here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that would be fine. And I could have any of these units do it. Is anybody close to a level up? Okay, well, let's see if we can give Aaron the experience here. Movement to 6. Yeah, alright. There we go. Alright, didn't level him up, but got him close. Alright, so now we can probably start getting out of here. And again, little experience for Micaiah. Okay. And then everybody else can just get out of here. And again, want to make sure that Micaiah is the last one to escape, because every other unit is worth bonus XP if they escape before she does. Alright, and then on the last turn here, we'll have Laura and Aaron run, and then Micaiah. Alright, and that is chapter complete. So, yep, got the half-turn bonus. Did it in 15 turns. It is really difficult to do that chapter in 10 turns, and also be able to steal the discipline from the boss. Again, it's mainly that it takes a long time to break through those armors, so... and if you try going through the door and sending everybody the other way, then you're drawing the boss over to that side of the map, and it's even more difficult. So, yeah, it's hard to do within 10, and obviously didn't happen for me on that time. Oh yeah, there's either George or Jorge, depending on your language of origin. But yeah, he's another one of the merchants from Path of Radiance. And there's Daniel. He's Jorge's twin. I like to call him Jorge, even though it's probably George. And there's Mustin, the final merchant. The rumor is that King Ashnard left an orphan behind. If you didn't play Path of Radiance, Ashnard was the the big bad guy, the final boss at the final level, the King of Dain, who Ike defeated. I mean, so why would you expect that you would have heard of this? That line always got me. Why? Okay. And there's Micaiah's Farsight powers again. We must go to the desert to meet our destiny. Okay. Clear bonus, and then the turn bonus, as I mentioned there, is half. It would be 80 if you'd done it within 10. And then, Blue Army escaped. I believe you get 25 for each unit that escapes before Micaiah. And then Yellow Army escaped. Amy and Kurth are each worth 100. So that bonus XP more than makes up for the difference of 40 there for getting the full turn bonus. And then Friendly Army fought. Anytime that you have yellow or green units on the map and they fight, their XP that they would have gained gets converted into bonus XP. So I had Kurth tank 1 attack for me, so that's why I got that 1 Friendly Army fought XP. Alright, and that is the save screen, so we finally beat that chapter. That one took a lot longer than I thought it would. We are headed to the desert to meet our destiny next time, so I'll see you then. Thank you for watching on Brain Ops.